There we go. All right. There's the audio.
You got a compliment on your technical issues.
This is the first time I've gotten to use it.
Here's it now.
Hello.
Okay.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. You can hear us now. Sorry about those technical issues. But I did get my wonderful technical issues BRB card. I did. Oh wait, this audio level is looking a little hot. I'm gonna bring it down a little bit. Okay. So welcome to another edition of the MakeCode Arcade Advanced stream. I'm Richard at Richard on the MakeCode forum.
I'm Joe at JWonderl on the MakeCode forum.
And today we're working on our Zelda game. And specifically, I said we're going to work on a boss battle today, and that's the plan. But first, we need a boss, and so I've started working on a sprite. It's going to be a cat wizard, but Joey rightfully pointed out that it might be skewing into the too cute to battle.
Just to make sure everybody is caught up on this conversation, Richard was arguing that the eyebrows that are angry kind of make it like evil looking, but I contested that a little bit just by saying like, really, the angry eyebrows on like, if you think of a hamster with angry eyebrows, that just makes it even cuter, right? So this is kind of feeling like that to me.
Yeah, I mean, I confess that does make a little bit of sense. Oh man, I was using a different pixel editing tool over the weekend. I was doing a lot of pixel art over the weekend. And as a result, my shortcuts are all messed up in my head now. Because I was using different one.
Okay.
Right.
I do have an idea though. How about if this ends up being too cute to like the cute to kill, when we finish it, we can go back and add another enemy that's like an evil version of this one, and then after we beat it, it can like become sanctified, become purified, and become this one. Does that make sense? Right? Because then we're not killing it, and it's like we're making use of the sprite still.
Yeah, maybe. All right, we're not going to spend too long working on this guy, but I want to make sure we have something as like placeholder art, and then I'll do like the proper art later. But kitty. I think he's looking good so far. What do you think, Jerry? Tell us a cat?
Yeah, it's definitely looking cute.
He looks a little evil. A little bit. Okay. Well, let's move around. I think he's just gonna be a head.
Nice,
Is what I'm thinking. Yeah, and then maybe I'll try to do an animation over the weekend of him laughing, like ha 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 ha. And then like, blinking, I'll do blinking too and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But that's not gonna be today. I'm not gonna I'll probably do that off stream. Okay. We're gonna shave
this guy.
Do you have
one comment from the chat, which is, "It's staring into my soul. Help! It scares me."
Thank you, evil. Yeah, I've been working on my eyes, my pixel art eyes. I think they've gotten much better. So I'm these ones are okay. If I have more pixels, there's a lot more I can do with it,
Mm-hmm.
But all right, let's see. Okay, I shave this guy down a little bit more. And then I want to give him like a wizard hat or something. We'll see how much of that I can accomplish. Okay, let's see. Here we go. This, like this. There you go. I think that matches. I think that's even. All right. We're going to bring this down a little bit. Meanwhile, hey chat, you want to help us think of a name for this cat, this evil cat? It's an evil cat wizard, so it's got to be like a magic-y name, I think. Mm-hmm. Let's center this guy up, move him down. This guy needs some ears, so.
What are cat names? Like I know dog names off the top of my head. Like you could just them. Fido, all the like Buck, anything like that. What are cat names?
Wait, sorry, Buck?
I don't know. I've heard that one before a couple times. It's not a great one. Spot. And there's other ones that.
Yeah. Spot works for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So the idea with this cat ear is that it's kind of like,
Yeah.
that looks like it, right? Man,
Yeah.
this is creepy. I'm looking at it now. It's pretty creepy looking.
I still think it's on the cute side, but I'll defer to the majority opinion.
All right. So we're going to take this. We're going to flip it.
Our first suggestion, well, two suggestions, but I'll have to disqualify one because it's too close to something I'm going to take. Aaron Purr is the one, which is pretty good. Yeah, Aaron Burr.
Sorry.
Yeah.
What? Oh, I see.
Mashed potatoes is the one that I had to disqualify, I think, because like I already announced that when I get a corgi, its name is going to be Parmesan potato souffle. So that's a hard one to like. Mashed potatoes, just that's a little harsh.
True, it's true. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to take this cat and I'm going to move him over here now. He's really creeping me out now.
I just wanted to give him a head pat.
And we're going to try and give him a wizard hat. So we want the ears to be kind of like sticking up out of it, I think. So I might temporarily say goodbye eyebrows. Oh, now he's just precious.
Maybe we could copy the sprite so we have one without the hat on, just as a backup. Because I really liked exactly how it was at that point.
Okay, all right. Bring back the eyebrows. All right, now we'll go ahead and duplicate this for safety. All right. So I'm gonna get rid of these eyebrows. I'm gonna try and give him a wizard hat. And this would be nice if I had layers, but I don't. So we're going to basically do our own little ellipse. And so, okay, so the key with doing ellipses is you want them to be sloped kind of like a circle is with the circle tool, but you want the slope to get less gradual as you're getting towards the point of it turning.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you see I got a big one right here, then a smaller one, smaller one. Now we're going to get really small with this one. I'm going to do like 2, and this is going to be our point where it's turning around. We want to do the opposite in the other direction. This isn't big enough, though. It's like a bowler cap. Cat wizards don't wear bowler caps. Okay. We're gonna go like to here. Yeah. We're gonna go like to here. We're gonna go like to here. We're gonna go like to here. Then here. Then I do the opposite. This direction. Then get cut off right there. All right. I think that's gonna, yeah, it'll be okay. So let's go ahead. We're going to switch to our marquee tool. We're going to select this. Copy paste. Going to flip it. Line up to where our ear was. Right there. And I got this brim. So we're going to fill this in. And we want to fill it in here too, but we want to leave the ears sticking out. That's how cat hats work. I don't have to tell you how cat hats work. All right, now we're going to go up to the, oh no. Go up like that.
Oh, wow. I think that turned out perfect.
Yeah, it looks okay. I'm still not in love with this guy. And he's definitely too cute right now.
Maybe a little bit of like shade, like light shading with the tan. Would that help? I guess that's too stark of a contrast for the black.
Yeah, I'll try it out. So what I am going to do is I'm going to, on this upper part, I'm going to give it a little band.
Oh, that helps. Yeah.
Like that. And we will give this an outline. So we don't have to give the black part an outline, but we got to give the other part an outline. And then we want this to come down a little bit so that it looks like it's around it. Maybe we don't. All right. There we go. Okay, so this is, at least this reads as a cat wearing a witch's hat.
Yeah.
You can definitely tell what it is.
I'd probably think more shopkeeper than boss, but I think that's fine. That can again, if we need it to be, this can be the alternate form.
Well, just wait till the angry eyebrows make a new appearance. All right.
I mean, the angry eyebrows with the shopkeeper in mind just makes it feel like this guy's really angry. You got a good deal out of him. Can't stop selling it too cheap. Oh,
I don't like this guy. He's really rubbing me the wrong way, I gotta say. Okay, we're gonna go with this for now, though, and I'm sorry for putting this into the world. Let's go ahead. We're going to outline this guy so that we can see what we're doing. And I think I am going to give him a body, but we'll see what we're going to do for it exactly. We might just make it so that he's like, okay. Oh, okay. I have a good idea. All right. So imagine you're in the arena, okay, and he's in the back of the arena, right? And his two paws are coming up. He's like looking over at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's gonna like go down and then like pop back up somewhere else, and the paws will come up first.
Yeah. Okay, so it's always going to be in like the top edge of the screen, and then you're just going to have to like dodge his paws too.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Nice.
That's the idea. Hopefully, I think we'll have enough real estate for that. Okay, so in that case, we don't need to give a body. We're just going to leave this as it is. We're going to take this guy, and we're going to put it over here so that we can make it so that our sprite isn't bigger than it needs to be. So I'm going to guess this is 16. Let's shave off 16 from our height, 32. No, that was way too much. Undo. Shave off 8, 40. There you go, that's perfect. And now for this one, I think we want to shove do 6. Nope, too much. Man, I'm just bad at this today.
4.
Normally, I'm really good at guessing this.
5.
There we go. All right, cool. We got our cat head. Do we have a name yet?
I think Aaron Purr was the one that I've seen. Didn't get anything else in chat.
No, it's got to be something. It's a magic cat. Okay, it's not. What was Aaron Burr's job?
Huh?
I'm so bad at history. What was Aaron Burr? I know who he is.
He was the vice president.
That's what I thought. Okay.
For Thomas Jefferson.
That's what I thought. I didn't want to say it out loud because I thought I was wrong.
Mm-hmm. Also, I mean, he was in Hamilton, but I don't think he was the most famous person, the person you would like in Hamilton if you've seen the movie.
I haven't seen the play. No.
Okay.
All right. We've got our cat head. Let's build our stage. Okay. So we need to have a place for this boss battle to take place. Before we do that, though, since now that we've got like code showing and stuff, or the simulator, let me show you the changes I've made since last time. This was just a little bit. So we're going to go over to our laser guy. And I made it so our laser guy is centered in the room. It was bothering me. I also did Joey's suggestion of the laser now goes behind the sprite.
Nice.
When it's above, so that it looks like it's going all the way around. Yeah, I made the smoke and the scorches look a little bit better, in my opinion.
Yeah, how'd you do it? That's good.
I just really upped the percentage on the trail a bit. That was really all.
Okay. Nice.
And then I made it so that the laser actually damages you right now, and it will destroy you. By the way, if you do not react.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I took care of, and then I also fixed a thing where it wasn't going away when we switched tile maps, so I fixed that.
And I'm assuming lots of ghosts.
What? Yeah, and these guys are all ghosts now. Yeah. to make sure that they don't. Oh, and it's no longer a wall also. You can just walk through it. And I had to do that because I was centering it in the room.
Ah, okay.
Right.
Yeah. Making it a sprite. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. So we're going to make our boss room now. And I don't have any huge plans for this tile map, so let's go ahead. We're going to just use one of these existing ones. Go ahead and edit this. And you know what? Let me start with one of our rooms. So I'm going to edit this one, just copy this, and we'll paste it into a new tile map. I'll just do this right here, since it's already here. And I think this one, we might finally make it just, this one's going to be a bit bigger than the screen. It's not going to be huge. It's going to be bigger than the screen, though. So I'm going to seal off these walls. Because this is going to be like the end of the game. And I'm going to also make it so this upper part is open. So we're just going to do this. It's not actually going to be floor tiles, though. We're going to make it so that this is like empty. And so the idea is like this, you know, cat is way bigger than our mouse, right? Whoa, Hassan, whoa.
Oh.
I was just waiting until you notice him.
Snuck in there.
All right, let me try to bring you onto the stream.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I forgot. This is set up all special like.
Yeah, it's going to take me a second. Hassan's here.
Hey.
So Hassan, do you know what we're making?
There you are.
Yeah, I was here for part of the dungeon building last week. But I got to the point where we were making like pit traps and arrow traps, but other than that.
So yesterday we made a couple fun things, which are like a laser that follows you around.
Yeah, I'll show it off in just a sec.
Okay.
Sounds
right
good.
Now we're making a cat final boss. Well, cat boss, I guess, not final boss.
Hey, cat boss. I'm sure Douglas is pleased.
It's gonna be the final boss for now.
Yeah.
We might come back to this game, but I wanna get it in kind of a finished state so that we can start. We've been working on this one for like nonstop for a while now, so I wanna you know, maybe switch to some other games for at least a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're making our final boss arena, and I will show you our boss in just a second. Hassan, let me fill this in, so you can get an idea of what we're working with. Okay. So the idea is our boss is this cat wizard. Okay. And the way the cat wizard is going to work is their head. So we're going to imagine that this arena is a table. Okay.
Okay.
And the cat's head is going to pop up, and then it's going to put paws on either side, and it's going to like attack. Dope. Okay, and then it's going to like drop back down and then come over here, and then the paws are going to come up, and it's going to come up, and then it's going to, you know, like attack. So that's the idea. You know, it's way bigger than our mouse, so we're making it kind of like outside the arena. Nice. And also it means I don't have to draw a body for this cat
head. That also, that's helpful.
All right. Okay, so we're going to make our arena just slightly bigger than the screen so that you have some room to work with, because this cat is pretty tall. It's 40 tall, and that's like a pretty big portion of our screen. So I want to make sure that you can see the whole cat thing, but it's not going to just wipe off the top 40 pixels from the arena. So we're going to make it a little bit bigger. And the camera's going to move with you. So if you move up, then you can see the full cat, but you know, you won't all the time. Also, we're going to do the classic Zelda thing probably and put some pots in this room so that you can get some health, you know, if you are in danger. But hey, real quick, let's show off Hassan what we did. So first thing, I short-circuited our dungeon so that now we go to here.
Whoa, what that?
Yeah, so here, this is a wall. We can't walk through it, right?
Okay.
And over here, we got this orb. Okay, you hit this orb. Whoa, those ones go up. I wonder what happened.
That's cool.
Well, yeah, so that one's up now, and so now it's in the other. Now these you can walk through.
Nice. That's
cool.
Like
yeah. And now we also got this guy who shoots a laser that chases you around.
That's such a cool effect. I love the trail of smoke. Is that like a separate sprite or?
Yeah, so it's there's a sprite that it's following us.
Yeah.
And then we are drawing lines.
I see. Okay.
We create
That's
these
awesome.
little smoke and scorch marks behind as sprites with just a really short lifespan.
Yeah, there's like 30 sprites right there.
Yeah, there's a bunch.
It's a good effect.
Luckily our game is pretty performant because we don't have that many sprites in the first place, so we can afford to use sprites for things like this. And our tile map is so small that it makes the performance a lot better, so we don't have to worry about it. This guy will also destroy you even more than the arrow maps if you don't react. So.
Oh, you added a little spinning.
Oh no, that was always there, but there was a bug that made it not show up sometimes.
Okay.
And so I fixed that bug. So now it works. Okay.
Nice.
Anyway, now Hassan's up to speed. Let's go and go back to our dungeon arena. So we've got this right here. I think I'll probably bring this in so it's just like our other ones. It's got 2 in the center that are our like entry point. And is this 1, 2, 3? Yeah, okay, we're off by 1. Move this over so that we're nice and symmetrical. Okay, we're going to draw these walls now, and we're going to chop off the top of this thing. So let me go ahead and get my eraser. We're gonna, so our cat is 40 high. So we're gonna need to have 3 rows that are gone. So that'll give us 48 pixels to work with. So we're gonna go ahead and erase these top 3 rows, but we're gonna leave the walls, I think. So go back to tile mode. There we go. And get rid of all of these. Now, I don't really know if this is going to read super well, but we need to make it to look like this is like the edge, okay? And, you know, you're like looking out from here. So the way we're going to do that is I'm going to take this wall tile, all right, and we're going to like do it like this.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see what I'm going for?
Yeah. So it's supposed to look like the walls continuing further down, and then the black pit is then just a black pit and not like a...
Yep.
Okay.
Hopefully that reads kind of, right?
Yeah,
what do you think?
I think so. It might be a bit better if we if we get rid of the tan band between the two, but I think it looks fine as it is. Like if the bricks just continue a little bit more through, but then we have to make extra tiles and stuff, and that's not necessarily worth it.
House for that. Mm-hmm. All right. Now, the other thing we're going to do here is we're going to, well, first we'll turn walls back on. We're going to mark all of these as walls because we could make these pits that you could fall into, but I think you got enough to worry about. So we're just going to go ahead and clear that up. And now let's go ahead and just trim our tile map. So I want to get rid of 4 tiles. So, I guess more than that. 12. And then this one we want to get rid of, I don't know, is 10 enough? Oh boy, maybe I should make this a little bit bigger. I don't know. For now, we'll leave it like this. And we need to mark this somehow as our boss arena. So we can either do it in code, but I think I'm going to do it with a tile. And we'll just use that as our trigger. So I'm going to go ahead and make a tile real quick. Going to be little kitty cat. Sorry that I can't draw cats as well as Daryl.
I could see this being like a summoned spirit for the cat to attacks you.
No, we're not going to use this art anywhere. I should probably stop working on it because I'm spending too much time on this little cat that no one is ever going to see. All right. The cat marks that this is the boss room, and it's also going to mark, well, yeah. So this just means that if we find this when we are loading our tile map, we're going to cover it up, and then we're going to start our boss sequence of events. And so let's go ahead and get started with that, I guess. We're going to go click done on this. We're going to go now into our dungeon. So let's go ahead and over to our dungeon. Back to blocks. Oh man, it's already 1:30. We're definitely not going to finish this today, but we'll get started. Vivian will be here tomorrow, right?
Maybe.
Maybe.
She either will be or she won't.
That's true. Okay. All right. So we're going to open up our OnStart, which is where our dungeon is. And I want to make it easy to test this code. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take where we currently are spawning and move us somewhere else. And I'm going to make this our boss room. So let's go ahead over here. We're going to go to my assets. We're going to select that room I just made. So let's see. Should be pretty easy to spot. There it is. It was hiding underneath the Teams call. I put that right there. And we're going to change our spawn point to be here. And this one is the 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. So we're going to start spawning here, and we're going to move up, and we can test our code. So zoom back out. Let's go ahead and go to our like where we go into our dungeon. So we're going to collapse you. I'm going to go over here, and I believe this is the right one. No, that's so close. I believe this is the right one. It's going to be the last one I check again. This is the right one. All right, I'm going to trick you. I'm going to go over here, and we're going to select this one. You see? Oh my gosh. All right, I'm going to do this one. Oh, haha, second to last. Second to last.
Nice.
The penultimate.
All right, 1, 1. Let's do Daryl. Daryl. Okay. All right, so now we spawn in here. We can go up here and da 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 da. Okay. So there's a few things that need to happen when we're in here. We need to change it so that we have a camera that is following us around. We need to make sure we spawn in the right location, and we need to make sure that our code that makes us load different tile maps like this no longer does that, because we want to be be stuck in this room for the duration of the boss fight. So to do that, we're going to make a variable that we're going to use all over the place, and it's going to be like in boss fight. And the idea is if we add other bosses later, we'll be able to reuse this boss fight variable. So we won't make it specific to the cat boss. But so let's go ahead. We're going to go into variables. In boss fight. So that's going to default to false. But now what we're going to do is we're going to go into our on tile map loaded function. Hey Joe, you might be wondering why we have an on tile map loaded function and we're not just using the event tile maps. Do you want to know why? It's pretty silly.
I think I was the one that suggested this, right?
Oh yeah, you were here, right?
Yeah, I was the one that mentioned this before we ran into the actual bug, and I said that we'd have to do this.
Yeah, never mind.
It was for when we're transitioning between the two the screens. We do a check, and it's just move it over and place it, and then see if it works, and then bounce it back if we can't.
Yeah, I remembered we did the first 2 streams with you here, but I figured that happened by when I started doing streams with Hassan.
Oh yeah, as soon as we did the walls, it came to mind. I was like, we have to do this.
Yeah.
And it was really annoying, but it was, it works. It's easy enough.
All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to figure out if we are in the boss room. And so we're going to get this array of all locations. We're going to change this to be our cat tile. This one's so easy to pick up in the lineup.
Uh-huh.
Too bad we're only going to use it in this part of the code, probably pretty much. All right, and then we're going to say if this, the length of this is greater than 0, then we are in our boss fight, and we're going to make a function that's going to be called like start boss fight. So let's do it. Start boss fight. No, not today. Fine. Follow me. One of the things they added in the new Blockly release that we haven't updated yet is the ability to have blocks that you drag, and when they get to the edge of the workspace, it starts scrolling. I can't wait to have that.
Yeah, Richard, you got to start working on the Blockly release update next week.
I make no guarantees of that. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna call this start boss fight. No quarters today. We're still in quadruple quarter territory until the end of this week. So don't forget, my score multiplier is still active, but I'm still, being perfect. Haven't messed it up.
Now that Joey's back, Joey no longer earns quarters for every quarter that Richard earns because the quarter bot is back. Or no. We decided those would be Richard's quarters too. You're right.
Those would just be Richard's quarters because I gave him access to the bot.
This is true.
I gave him the bot.
Yeah, it was originally triple quarters, and so I increased it to quadruple quarters when Hassan made that comment. Yeah. So I got your back, Joey.
Good, thank you.
Okay, so we're gonna start our boss fight, and we're gonna use that variable we just made. We're gonna set in boss to fight to be true. So let's go into Logic and get one of those fancy Boolean blocks. Set that right there. A few other things we need to do. We need to make sure that we are spawned in the correct location. So to do that, we're just going to, I think, hard code it. And we also need to make sure our camera is following us. So let's go ahead and go into our scene. We're going to grab a camera follow. Right here. And change this to be our hero. And now we need to place ourselves in the correct location. So I'm going to go ahead and set our, well, we'll just do a set position. And if I remember correctly, it was like, no, I don't remember at all. Head on over to assets. Go look at our tile map. Okay. So we want to spawn down here, and this is 5-9. Hassan, it's your job. 5-9. Right.
I shall remember.
Okay, we're gonna go back to blocks.
The loading music.
It probably shouldn't take that long to load block. We'll figure that out.
Get that note for a long time. I'm most impressed.
This project is quite big.
No, yeah, but still, I believe in it. We could be faster.
Yeah, we need to fix it. And it's also my computer doesn't like it when I'm streaming.
Yeah, of course. That exacerbates it.
Yep. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and set our position to
5-9, right?
Yep.
Hey.
See, Hassan doesn't want to donate any quarters to the dog either.
Yeah. That would have been a quarter, wouldn't it? Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna go up and we're gonna test this out, and whoa, nothing. We can't go into our room. This makes sense. So what's happening is we're going into our room. We're being placed at this column 5-9. It's being like, hey, that's the bottom of the screen. I should put it in the tile map downwards, and it's putting us down, back down. So what's happening is it's immediately loading the tile map and loading it back, and we never even see it. So we need to go to our code that we have to see if we are transitioning between rooms, and we need to make it so that it doesn't run if we are in a boss fight. So to do that, we're going to go, and I believe it's inside of an on-game update. Let's go ahead and look. Perfect. First try. Move this down here. We're going to go ahead and get in a function. I'm going to put it up here. Wrap this whole thing in it. Grab a knot. And we're going to do in boss fight. Oh, still not working. All right, what did I do? Let's see. Length of array of all locations is greater than 0. Check. Start boss fight. Check. In boss fight, true. Check. Camera follow. Please hear one.
Are we not entering because this is still like the wall's not the wall's like 4 tiles. The hole in the wall is like 4 tiles over from here, right? Because the room's wider. Is that not true?
It was correct. Well, all right, we'll just fix that in a sort of hacky way.
Is a sort of hacky way just moving it over. I like that.
Yep.
It gives a little bit more room to maneuver around in the boss fight too, which is important.
No good. Okay, so it's possible that we're failing in our
Oh, it is probably the check,
okay.
right? Are we actually checking like width and height here? No, that wouldn't make sense either.
No, this is fine. What I think might not be fine is our, okay, let's go ahead and collapse you. We're going to go to our try load map at location. Look at that code. Okay, so we load map at location in the column and row. We check to see if the location of the hero is a wall, and then we go back. Well, that should be fine. We shouldn't be in a wall at all. I was able to get in there that one time.
Sure.
Yeah, remember?
Where was the logic where like when we go up to the top, we go back down to the bottom? In the next room?
Okay, so it is this place hero on top of column 5-9 that's doing it. I don't know if I fully understand why. Thinking through a problem, thinking through a problem, thinking through a problem. Da, 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 da.
Do we have the flag for can't escape already? I forget if you add that.
Yeah, it's right here.
Okay.
So see, I already can't leave.
Yeah. So if that's the case, why would it toss you back? Did you, and where was that in the start boss fight? Was it? No, that doesn't make any sense.
Down here at the bottom. Okay, let's go ahead. We're gonna try this again. We're gonna make this row 8. I don't know. See what that does for us. Oh, I'm perplexed.
This is bizarre. Only thing I can think of is just to put a breakpoint there and step through and see what's happening after that.
Yeah. All right, let's do it. We're gonna do this right here. We're gonna go into debug mode. Yeah, we're not gonna write any boss code today.
I mean, just getting larger than normal size rooms workings. Boss code.
It's true. Okay, so we're here. We're gonna go ahead and do step. And now we are try load map at location. Yeah. We did it on that. Okay, we can do return true.
That's the part I was thinking about. This is all hard coded to the exact size screen size tile maps and not
No. I knew that, but this should be else ifs.
Else ifs?
Else ifs will fix this. Trust me, I'm sure.
Okay, I believe you. I can't read the code enough to see why anyway.
All right. Okay. So what was happening? So before we had this as else ifs, these were just a bunch of separate if statements, which means that even if this one was true, it's going to keep and it's going to check this next one after that code has run. So our time map was being loaded, and normally that's not a problem because we're setting our top and bottom in such a way that they will never be in a place where it's going to transition again. But because we were setting them downwards, and this if statement was running after this one, and this one is the one that checks to see if we are below, so we should be going back down, this code was running, it was putting us back down and trapping us in the room. So, next, else ifs. Nice. I didn't do else ifs originally because I was being lazy and I wanted to copy and paste. But as long as it's better not to be lazy, guys. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're going to start our boss battle. So we want our head to appear up here. And so I want the head to like rise up, and then there should be like maybe a little bit of shaking. And so the rise up is going to be a little bit tricky because what we need to do is we need to basically make it so that we have something to cover up our head because we want our head to be coming up through here, which right now is not going to happen because this is a tile map. So it's going to show up, you know, be like, do you get what I'm saying? We want it to be like under these tiles, but over these tiles. Mm-hmm. So the way we're going to do that is we're going to make a big old sprite that's going to be the floor. And that is like it's going to be like a few tiles deep. And we're going to put it over here so that it can rise back up wherever we want and show up. And I'm pretty sure this should be fine. We're going to make it a ghost, so it shouldn't run any of our physics stuff. But normally, really, really big sprites, like really big, are bad for perf. But if the sprite is small enough, it's fine. But since we're going to make this one a ghost, it should be fine.
Oh, I was thinking I think the worst part of the really big sprites for perf might have been that bug that I just fixed.
Oh, the hitbox thing? Really?
I think that was most likely it, because the ones that I've seen where we had huge sprites, we were modifying them like to flip a color or something. And then we'd be counting a hitbox for every single pixel in a giant sprite each frame, like 5 times.
Yeah, Joey made some improvements recently for our perf.
We'll see next release.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to go into onStart. And, well, I guess we don't really need to go into onStart. Let's go ahead down here. We're going to go into this and make a right. Oh, my computer's so slow. Okay, we're going to go in and we need our tile. So we're going to go into here. Oh, I guess I don't. I guess I actually want to go into gallery. Scroll on down. Oh no, those ones don't show up. All right, I do need to go in the tilemap editor. Open up. What we're going to do is we're going to go into here. We're going to go to gallery. We're going to choose our floor tile, which I'm going to effortlessly find. There it is. We're going to copy. We're going to undo. And we're going to click done. There we go. Now we got it on our clipboard. I'm done with you. I'm going to go over here to our sprite, and we need the sprite to be pretty big. So let's go ahead and paste this. So I think we needed it to be, let's see, it was 5'9", so I think 10 tiles wide. So that'll be 160, actually. And then we want it to be, let's see, 3 tiles deep, so we want to make it 48. Now we're going to copy and paste this a few times. Cool. Now we're going to re-copy so that we have a bigger thing and we don't have to keep copying this individual tile around. No, I messed it up. Go over one. There we go. All right, our beautiful floor. So now we've got our floor. We're going to head over to our start boss fight function. Where did I put that guy? I think it's Daryl time. Okay, I want you. I want you. All right. So we're going to go into here. We're going to create this giant sprite that we just made. We're going to make it of kind decoration. And we're going to make it a ghost. This shouldn't matter too much because it's not moving at all, but better to do this than not. Making it a ghost.
Yeah, definitely better.
Okay, and now we also want to set its Z to be like 2. So 2 is going to make it so that it is above normal sprites, but it is still below all of our sprites that our hero is. Our hero is currently at depth 10, so it's going to be the highest. And the sword is at depth 5, I believe. So we want to make sure that we are below that. So putting it at 2. And now we just need to put it in the right direction. So, well, in the right position. So we made the first 3 rows the like pit area. So we can just go ahead and make our top equal to the y that it should be at 3 rows, which is 48. So we can just put our top at 48. And now we should have a fake floor. There we go. Yep. Okay. So this works. So you can see it's over here. We didn't set the X yet. So let's go ahead now. We're going to change our X. Or we'll do the left actually, because that's just easier to think about. And we're going to set our left to be 1 tile over, which is 16. There you go. Okay. Looks like a normal floor. You wouldn't even know. You wouldn't even know there's a sprite there.
Mm-hmm. The part of the magic.
What?
That's part of the magic.
Part of the magic, indeed. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to make it so that when you come into this room, you animate walk up here, and then the cat's head is going to like come up while it's shaking, and then the paws are going to come on the other side. Right. So let's do that. Maybe not the paws because I haven't drawn them yet, but we'll do the head coming up and the little thing. And can you guys believe I've gotten this far without adding the story extension?
Not at all. One thing I did just realize that we might have to think about is we probably want a different background color for the dark hole, because the cat is outlined in and the hat is only black, right?
Yeah.
Or will that
think about it.
Yeah, it's a problem. Okay.
Maybe a white outline will just be enough.
Yeah.
Or the hat is made of
the glow of magic around it.
Yeah.
What if the hat is made of inky darkness?
Oh, that's true.
Do 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 do.
You think it's just a weird cat, but then you realize the deep lore is that the cat is using the darkness to blend itself in because it's a magic cat. You just don't know it until you've like read all of the novels associated with this lore full game.
Joe, you're doing those, right?
Yeah.
Where are you so far?
I wrote that part just now, but I need to like transcribe it to a Word document or something.
You were supposed to have 2 novellas on my desk this Monday, and I noticed it was absent. I just thought that maybe you hadn't brought them over yet since, you know, you're out of town. But if you haven't even gotten those 2 novellas done, we're going to have to reevaluate this, Joey. Okay? I've got people who need these on shelves 2 weeks. The printing
okay,
presses,
that's plenty of time.
Okay.
It's like when you have homework over the summer. You got to do it on the last day, or else it doesn't count.
You just reminded me of homework over the summer. I haven't thought about that in forever.
All right, so we're going to go over and create our boss cat sprite. So we're going to go into sprites. We're going to put this down here. And then, Hassan, have you played many Zelda games?
Yeah, I'm playing. What's the one where he goes into walls? A Tale of Two Worlds, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
I also played Breath of the Wild and Wind Waker.
You know the classic boss.
Is that the one where you become like a painting on the wall and you move around?
Yeah, the 3DS one.
Yeah.
I think it's like in between worlds or something. I think it's like really different. But anyway, you know the classic Zelda boss fight mechanic of they shoot a giant ball of magic at you, and then you have to hit it with your sword and bounce it back at them.
Okay, yeah.
That's
reflection. Okay.
That's how this boss fight's gonna work.
Yeah, I was gonna say, or they're gonna have like an obvious weak point that you can only get with like whatever recent gadget you collected.
Yeah. Now I thought of the energy thing yesterday, and I got really excited about it. So I think we're gonna go with that one.
Maybe it'll be a ball of yarn that you knock him back, and then it distracts him.
Yeah, if I can draw a passable ball of yarn we'll do that. But no, it needs to go back. It needs to go back and forth a few times, and it needs to every time get harder, right? That's the fun of it.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you're right. It would just get.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it could get harder because if it gets like unraveled, then when you hit it, it goes faster because it's a smaller piece of yarn.
Joey wants to use up all of our animation budget. Okay, so we're just moving our sprite around a little bit so that I can outline it with this and make it not completely invisible hat-wise. Also, sorry we started a little bit late today. I lost track of time, so we're going to go a few minutes over because of that.
You don't have any meetings today, do we?
No,
It's Wednesday.
Everyone's gone.
My dudes. Sorry, I just had to.
Whoa, wait. I started doing this outline differently. Oh, whoops. Okay, we're going to do a lot. I messed this up.
Oh, okay. I was thinking that was intentional.
No, it was not intentional. It would be cool to have like an outlining tool. I don't really know how it would work.
I was thinking about that earlier too. I mean, it would have to be like a paint bucket that just goes around the existing thing. Like goes around any existing color and wraps them in the color you have selected.
Something like that, yeah. All right. Well, that's good.
Nice.
And click done. Okay. I got this right here. We're going to go ahead, make a new variable. It's going to be cat boss. We're going to make it of kind feline wizard. Obviously. All right, so we need to go ahead. We're going to set the position of this cat boss to be underneath our floor. So look at that cat. It's right there. It's underneath the floor right now, but we want it to be all the way underneath, not poking up. And then we're going to do a little bit of animation where we're going to walk up here so that it's visible. And then it's going to like rumble, 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 rumble. And the cat's going to like, come up slowly. So to make that happen, we want to set its X to be the right position. So we want them to be in the center of the screen. Our screen is, I think, I want to say it is 10 plus 2, 12 wide. Yeah, 12 tiles wide. So 6 times 16 is 96. So we want to set its X to be 96. That's some fast math.
Let's see, was that in the about today? Let's go back. Richard synthesizer sounds, animal facts, dishonesty, gusto. We're not about fast math today.
Oh no. All right, and we're going to just set the top to be 48 because that's what we set the top of our fake floor. That should be all good. And now let's go ahead and we're going to do our animation. So I'm going to also set our X of our hero to be 96 so that they are centered in the room because right now they're slightly off center. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to go into the story extension. We're going to drag out a start cutscene. I'm going to put it right here. And the start cutscene is important because we want to make sure that we're running this code outside of an on-game update because we're going to be doing some stuff that pauses. So right now, even though we're inside of our own function, we're actually running this code inside of an on-game update because that's where we did all of our tile map loading. If you do a pause inside of an on-game update, make your game freeze up, make it look really laggy, won't work very well. So we don't want to do that. We want to make sure that we put it inside the start cutscene, and that'll prevent that from happening. So if you're doing stuff with the story extension, when in doubt, put it inside of a start cutscene. You don't need to have a separate one for each block, but you just want one for like your outside everything. Okay. Now we're going to use our move to, and we want to move our hero to our X should stay the same, so 96. And our Y, so the top is 48. Our sprite is 16 by 16, so we want to go halfway down from that to get what our X should, or what our Y should be. That'll be 48 plus 8 is 56. And we'll give a little bit of wiggle room. We'll do 55. And speed 100 should be fine. Okay, so once this happens, we're going to go into our scene category, and we're going to grab out a screen shake. Camera shake. And we're going to drag out, we're going to duplicate this move block, and we're going to move our cat boss upwards real slow. And so we want our cat boss to be, how big is our cat boss? Our cat boss is 41 tall, just to make the math fun. So we want them to move up. So right now their top is at 48, which means that if you add half of their height to that, that'll make it at 68. So we want to move up 48 from there. So we want to move up to 20.
I believe it.
Sounds right.
That will place it one half of a pixel off screen, but I guess the wall can handle that.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. So let's go ahead. Let's look at this, and we'll see how off we are. Okay. We forgot that the storytelling extension is still broken because I still haven't fixed it. I'm going to do it right after this, guys. I'm going to do it right after this. Okay. Like after this meeting, I'm going to go and do it.
Do we need another start cutscene? If we nest the start cutscene, does that work here? Does that fix it?
No, it won't fix it. What's happening is that I don't actually know what's happening. I haven't debugged this issue. But there's a problem with the move to where sometimes it doesn't move. It's kind of a fatal flaw. And then it just teleports you at the end.
Yeah, I was thinking that was like having two move to in the same cutscene because I thought that's where I'd seen it before. But no, okay.
Okay, well, we're a little bit off with our position. So we're going to go here. We're going to up this by, I think, probably like 6 pixels. And we'll just make sure this position is right. And then let's just see this. Okay, cool. That position is correct, at least. And we need to go ahead and also we're going to up this to be 1 second, I think. And we're going to go to cover up our tile. And while I'm doing that, I've been Richard, at Richard on the MakeCode forum.
And I'm Hassan at Hassan on the MakeCode forum.
I'm Joey at JWonder on the MakeCode forum.
And thank you all for tuning in. Bye. You're actually going to have to wait a second because I'm the one who has to turn off the stream and I'm still doing this. All right. Bye.